The emotional NCIS Season 23 finale gave longtime fans something they had been waiting for: the return of Kayla Vance. After years of appearing only occasionally, Leon Vance's daughter stepped back into the spotlight in a story that blended grief, determination, and family legacy. Now, with Season 24 officially on the horizon, viewers have been asking one big question: was this simply a farewell appearance, or the beginning of a much larger role? Fortunately for fans, the latest comments from showrunner Steven D. Binder suggest that Kayla's story is far from over. A return that meant more than nostalgia. Kayla's appearance in the Season 23 finale wasn't merely a callback to an established character, it became one of the episode's emotional anchors. Still coping with the devastating loss of her father, director Leon Vance, Kayla found herself pulled into an investigation connected to a deadly bombing. What initially appeared to be a straightforward case evolved into a deeply personal mission as she worked tirelessly to uncover the truth while protecting her father's legacy. Rather than portraying Kayla as someone living in her father's shadow, the finale emphasized how she has become a capable investigator with instincts and determination of her own. Her intelligence, compassion, and willingness to challenge authority reminded many viewers why she has remained such a memorable recurring character. Her return also allowed NCIS to explore themes of family, sacrifice, and legacy, themes that have always been at the heart of the franchise. Why the finale needed Kayla. According to Steven D. Binder, bringing Kayla back wasn't always the original plan. As the creative team mapped out the emotional aftermath of Leon Vance's storyline, they eventually realized something important: telling the story without Kayla would have felt incomplete. Binder explained that once the writers recognized Kayla needed to return eventually, they questioned why they should postpone that reunion for years. Instead, they decided the audience deserved to see father and daughter together while they still had the opportunity within the season's narrative. Mio.com. That decision transformed the finale into something much richer than another procedural investigation. It became a celebration of one of NCIS's most important families. The update fans wanted to hear the biggest revelation came when Binder addressed Kayla's future directly. Rather than remaining vague, he confirmed that viewers should expect Kayla to remain part of the story in Season 24. He revealed that audiences will see her again or hear from her again, adding that Kayla will be involved in some way next season. Most encouraging of all was his remark that bringing her back is on my checklist, although he admitted exactly how that happens remains to be determined. Me.com. While this doesn't guarantee regular cast status, it strongly suggests the writers have no intention of letting her disappear again. What could her role look like? The uncertainty surrounding Kayla may actually be exciting. The Season 23 finale established several possible directions for her character, each offering unique storytelling opportunities. One possibility is that Kayla joins NCIS more permanently. Having already demonstrated investigative ability, she could become a recurring field agent working alongside Parker, Torres, Knight, McGee, Palmer, and Casey. Such a move would naturally continue Leon Vance's legacy while allowing Kayla to build one of her own. However, that isn't the only path available. The finale also highlighted Kayla's independent investigative work. Rather than relying solely on official channels, she showed a willingness to develop her own methods for uncovering dangerous extremist networks. Binder hinted that this independence could remain an important part of her identity. Instead of becoming a traditional NCIS agent, Kayla might operate outside the agency while occasionally partnering with the team whenever their investigations overlap. HiddenRemote.com. That arrangement would give the writers enormous flexibility. Following or escaping her father's legacy. Perhaps the most fascinating question surrounding Kayla isn't where she'll work, it's why. Binder acknowledged that people grieving a loved one often react in one of two very different ways. Some choose to honor that person's legacy by following exactly the same path. Others simply cannot bear returning to the place that reminds them of everything they have lost. Kayla embodies both possibilities. Working at NCIS would allow her to continue the mission her father dedicated his life to. At the same time, entering the same headquarters every day might constantly remind her of the sacrifices Leon made. That emotional conflict could become one of Season 24's richest character arcs. Instead of presenting an easy answer, NCIS may allow Kayla to wrestle with both choices over multiple episodes. Why fans connected with Kayla? Again, Kayla's popularity isn't based solely on nostalgia. Viewers watched her grow from a young child into an accomplished adult across multiple seasons. That long-term development makes her feel like genuine family rather than simply another guest character. When she shared scenes reflecting on her father, audiences weren't just witnessing a fictional character grieving, they were remembering nearly 2 decades of Leon Vance's journey as well. Because of that shared history, every conversation carried emotional weight. The writers wisely resisted making Kayla perfect. She remains determined but vulnerable. Confident yet still searching for her own identity. That complexity makes her someone fans genuinely want to spend more time with. Season 24 has plenty of opportunities. Season 24 already promises major changes following the dramatic Season 23 finale. With unanswered questions surrounding the team, potential cast shakeups, and evolving relationships, Kayla could become one of the show's emotional constants. Her appearances wouldn't necessarily need to dominate every episode. Even recurring guest spots could continue exploring her healing process while strengthening connections with familiar characters like Jessica Knight, Nick Torres, and Alden Parker. Those relationships barely scratched the surface during the finale. There's plenty of room for deeper friendships, and perhaps even unexpected partnerships. A bright future for Kayla. Although nothing has been officially confirmed beyond Binder's comments, the outlook is undeniably encouraging. Instead of closing Kayla's chapter, Season 23 appears to have opened a new one. The writers clearly recognize the emotional potential she brings to the series, and Binder's promise that her return is on my checklist should reassure longtime viewers that her story isn't finished. Mio.com. Whether Kayla ultimately becomes an NCIS agent, remains an independent investigator, or alternates between both worlds, one thing seems increasingly clear. She has evolved into much more than Leon Vance's daughter. She has become a compelling character capable of carrying meaningful stories in her own right. If Season 24 builds on the momentum established in the finale, Kayla Vance may soon become one of the franchise's most important recurring faces, honoring her father's legacy while creating a legacy entirely her own.